Howdy doody, everybody. It is ZLR, and today we're doing our week 4 predictions. Can't believe it's already week 4. It feels like this is going by too quick. But, anyway, let's just get right into it. First game we have is the Seattle Seahawks and the Cardinals on Thursday Night Football. This going to be a very fun game. And from last week, we had the we had the Cardinals actually lose by 1 point to the 49ers, and we also had the Seahawks win 44 to 13 against the Saints. Honestly, this game, not too sure how it's going to go for the Cardinals, but I have the Seahawks winning here, and I feel like they will win this game because, man, they've been winning games by a decent margin the last 2 weeks that I know of. They won 31-17 against the Steelers, and then this past week, like I said, they won 44-13. So I definitely feel like the Seahawks will win this game here. Then we have a international game. This one is the Vikings and the Pittsburgh Steelers. The Vikings, they won 48-10 against the Bengals, while the Steelers, they had to play up against my favorite team, the Patriots, and they won 21-14. You can you can probably tell that I was not trying to mention that game at all, but I had to. And honestly, I kind of feel like this game will probably go how it went last week for the Vikings and Bengals game. I feel like the Vikings will probably get a decent amount of takeaways. They'll probably get way up there early in points, and then not too sure what will happen after that. But I got you guys, the Vikings, winning here. Then we had the Commanders and the Falcons. This one, not too sure how this one's going to go, honestly. After the Falcons lost 30-0 and the Commanders won 41-21. I feel like the Commanders are going to win this game by a very large margin. Um, the Falcons last week, they could have had 6 points, but Parker Romo, he missed both of those. And they're the Falcons are probably missing Younghoe Koo right now, who actually just signed with the Giants practice squad, and yeah, they're definitely going through it. But I feel like Bijan Robinson, Tyler Algier, I feel like they're gonna have a bounce back game. They're definitely gonna help out a lot more after what happened last week. But for right now, I have the Commanders winning this game, and they just they just look like the better team right now. Then we have the Chargers and the Giants, and for Giants fans, Jackson Dart is starting this week. Yay! The Russell Wilson shit is finally over. But now you guys have to face the Chargers, who are 3-0, and they look absolutely fucking good right now. I do not know how the Giants win this game. But if they do, then my god. It I have no hope for the Giants right now. I really do hope Jackson Dart does good. But for right now, I'm going with the Chargers for the win here. And I I I just can't really change it at this point because I don't know how Jackson Dart's gonna be against this team. And we'll just have to see what happens. Titans versus Texans. This one's going to be a fun one as well. Hopefully, the Texans actually can get their first win here of the season. The Titans, they're not looking too great either, as last week they lost. Where is it? Where are you? Yeah, they lost to the Colts. That was definitely not a fun game for them. And honestly, not too sure how this game's gonna go just because the Texans have not really looked that great either. But I mean, if the Texans can get going early, I feel like they should have a pretty big chance to win. Um, Also, I kind of do hope the Oilers jerseys come out. I really do hope they do. Next is a big game for the Buccaneers as they have to go up against the Eagles at home. Uh, the Buccaneers will be at home, I should say. And honestly, this game was an absolute toss up to me. I wanted to pick the Buccaneers because, Baker Mayfield has had three different game winning drives in 3 different weeks. And the Eagles last week, they overcame a 26-7 lead from the Rams and came back and won 33-26. They put 26 points on the board without the Rams being able to score any. And honestly, I do feel like the Eagles will probably win this game, but if the Buccaneers win this game, I wouldn't be mad at that either because I know Baker Mayfield has that dog in him. Panthers versus Patriots is next. Glad to see that the Patriots are at home again, but we definitely need to get a win at home. Panthers, they won 30-0 against the Falcons last week, and they actually did it uh in their home stadium. So hopefully hopefully we can have a bounce back game, get the win here. It might be a close game, I'm not even too sure. But Patriots, they should get the win here, and if not, burn this whole team down. Saints versus Bills is next, and I'm just gonna go and flat out say it. Bills are gonna win this game. The Saints have not looked good whatsoever, and I just don't have any hope for them at this point. I mean, they lost last week to the Seahawks 44-13. And the Bills, they won 31-21 against a division rival in the Dolphins. So I definitely feel like the Bills are just gonna dog walk the friggin' Saints. I just feel like that's gonna happen. If we go back the last 2 weeks beforehand, the 49ers won against the Saints in a actually close game, and then also they lost to the Cardinals in a pretty close game as well. But they they have shown flashes and everything, but I just don't feel like they're gonna show anything against the Bills. Browns versus Lions is next. The Browns, they beat the Packers last week, and the Lions, they had a really nice game against the friggin' Ravens. And now we're going to see the team that lost against the Packers against the team that just beat the Packers. If the Lions win this game, I will definitely laugh because that'll mean the Lions were just not in the right space of mind in week 1 when they actually had to face them. And I do feel like the Lions actually will get the win here, just because obviously the Browns have not looked their best this season so far. And obviously, with Quinshon Judkins going in the last game and having, I believe it was 94 yards he had, at least the Browns know that they have a running back, but still not sure about their quarterback right now. And as of right now, I'm gonna have to just go with the Lions. Jaguars and 49ers is next. Jaguars, they won last week against the Texans, and the 49ers, they won last week against the Cardinals. And honestly, I feel like this is going to be a close game. Both of the games last week for these two teams were close, and I do feel like it will be a close game here. Who do I think will win? The 49ers. Mac Jones has been looking pretty good, pretty good. Um also I do believe in the 49ers right now. Um if actually I'm not too sure if Mac Jones could be starting this week, just because I haven't heard any updates about if he's starting for this one or if Brock Purdy might be back. Um Probably should find that out soon though. But either way, I will have the 49ers winning here, depending on if Brock Purdy is playing or if Mac Jones is playing. Colts versus Rams. This game, oh boy, this is going to be a fun game. The Colts, the first time being 3-0 since I believe it was 2009. You guys must be happy as fuck right now, dude. And then for the Rams, you guys must be pretty happy too, because I know last week, let's see here, last week, I gotta look a little further down, I think. Where the hell are the Rams? Oh, there they are. They lost not by much to the Eagles. Actually, you guys probably aren't happy about that game, but the other two games, probably happy about. I mean, you guys, I believe you guys started off 2-1. I just want to make sure. Yeah, Rams won against Titans in week 2, and Rammies. Yeah, and you guys also won against the Texans. So, I mean, you guys having a 2-1 record right now. I like that for you guys. And for the Colts, they're 3-0. The Rams could have that chance to beat the Colts, but for right now, I'm actually going with Indiana Jones in the Indianapolis Colts for the win here. And I just feel like that Colts team is going to be very good this year. Bears versus Raiders. Oh boy. Bears last week, they beat the friggin' Cowboys. And the Raiders, I know their fan base is not doing too well right now, as I know they lost. Just want to make sure. Yeah, they lost. What the fuck? Why am I having a blank? Yeah, they lost to the Commanders, 41-24. You you guys probably not having the best time right now, and you probably aren't gonna like what you hear here, but I have the Bears winning, and I just feel like that's how it's gonna be. The Bears are gonna win, and not too sure if it's gonna be like how it was last week for a win, but they will get a win anyway. Ravens versus Chiefs. Oh shit, dude. This game. This game's gonna be probably the best one of the week. other than the game that I will talk about next. But Ravens, they just came off a pretty upsetting loss to the Lions, and the Chiefs, they finally won a game. And honestly, I do feel like the Ravens would win here, but also at the same time, I'm not too sure how I feel about Derrick Henry right now, just because he's had 2 fumbles already, and that's literally how many fumbles he had all season of last year. And it might not be looking good for the Ravens running game if Derrick Henry is dropping the ball a little bit. But still very efficient running. I do have the Ravens winning here just because I feel like the Chiefs still being without really a lot of their wide receivers. They're not really doing all that great. I know Tyquan Thornton actually had a pretty nice game, and I just wanted to mention that real quick because he was a former Patriot, and I am very glad to see him balling out in Kansas City. But I do have the Ravens winning here. Cowboys versus Packers. I'm just gonna go and flat out say it. Packers are gonna win this game. Um, CeeDee Lamb got injured. He's gonna be out for, I believe they said it was like 10 to 14 days when the report came out. Probably more like, probably more like 8 to 11 days now. But yeah, not too sure how the Cowboys are gonna do after they just lost to the Bears in the fashion that they did. But then we also have the Packers. They lost to the Browns, who have a very good defense, and I feel like the Packers will probably get a bounce back win here. Cowboys, I just don't have faith in you after CeeDee Lamb went down. When CeeDee Lamb comes back, yeah, I will gladly take you guys as a win. But as of right now, because CeeDee Lamb's out, and also you guys are going to be going up against the Packers, who have Micah Parsons, and he will absolutely kill you guys. So, yeah, Packers, they're going to win here. 0-3 versus 0-3, as we have the Jets and Dolphins for Monday Night Football. And whoever thought of this is a fucking idiot. At least we have 2 Monday Night Football games this week. Jets and Dolphins, both 0-3, obviously. Both teams have not looked good, but the Dolphins have actually progressed in the last few weeks. In the Jets, they've been holding some pretty close games. And honestly, this game is a toss up to me because I really don't know who could win here. I do have the Dolphins as the win, but if the Jets win here, I wouldn't be mad at that either because I really didn't know who would have won this game. Last but not least, we got the Bengals and the Broncos. I like how this one's on Monday night as well. Um, Bengals, obviously they lost pretty bad to the Vikings, and the Broncos, they lost by a field goal yet again. And honestly, I'm not too sure how this game could go either. I feel like the Broncos could win here, but also Jake Browning with that uh Bengals team, he already knows how to play with them. So it's kind of like, I don't know, man. But I am going to go with the Broncos here for the win. And that should do it for the predictions. As my little recap here, I have the Seahawks winning over the Cardinals, the Vikings winning over the Steelers, the Commanders winning over the Falcons, the Chargers winning over the Giants, the Texans winning over the Titans, the Eagles winning over the Buccaneers, the Patriots winning over the Panthers, the Bills winning over the Saints, the Lions winning over the Browns, the 49ers winning over the Jaguars, the Colts winning over the Rams, Bears winning over the Raiders, Ravens over the Chiefs, Packers over the Cowboys, Dolphins over Jets, and Broncos over Bengals. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like, subscribe, comment, do really whatever you want to do. And as always, I will see you all in the next one. See you around.